Greetings world, this is Alta Lexington going live again, doing an audio test. Greetings world, this is Alta Lexington going live again, okay, an audio test. Greetings, audio seems good. Yep. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of Discovery stream from the Discovery TV series. I've got my Walker class starship here from the Lobby store. It's all mastered up and ready to go. I've got my sensor linked phaser build with a quantum phase thrown in, and I've also got the console on this ship, the obfuscation screen, which allows you to play dead for up to 20 seconds, and then once you've finished your little fake out you come out with a large damage boost. I'm also using the Starship trait, Vulcan Hello, which when you enter combat you get a little bit of a damage boost to sort of say hello in a Vulcan kind of way. So this is a kind of theme-ish Discovery, sort of. Sorry, a theme-ish Walker class. And I thought I'd play with this a little bit before I get onto the main part of this stream, which will be unboxing the Crossfield Class, the actual Discovery ship itself, which I have here in my inventory. And it took a lot to get this ship. I opened nearly 700 boxes. It would have been cheaper to buy it off the exchange, but once you start down a course of opening boxes, you might as well continue, because cutting your losses might work out more expensive in the long run. So, let's start with the Walker class, shall I? I'll do a few system patrols just to get warmed up. As you can see, the observation screen. That's a good PvP console apparently, but this ship isn't built for PvP, and I haven't finished upgrading cannons for it yet. Haven't even started. I'm still collecting them. But yeah, I'll start off with a few patrols. I wouldn't mind doing the Endeavour for Hive Onslaught. I tried it last night, but it was the only one available. The only queue that was popping was the elite version of Hive Onslaught, and I just died like hell in that. But if I get a chance of the normal version, I might do it just to get the Endeavour finished. But still, for now, patrols. So, Korea system, of course. That's what I usually like to start with when I do patrols. Excuse me, block nose. Okay. Let's see what this ship does. I'm not in any rush today, so let's have a look. Energy amplifiers, they always help, and I'm crafting as many as I can. just so I've got a nice supply of them. And I've run out of materials, but that's okay. I've got a fair few in stock. I like this thing when it launches its quantum phase torpedoes. I don't know whether they do much damage, but it's a good sound. And when those sensor links phasers start getting their firing cycle haste, they begin to sound and look pretty awesome. Plus I've got the mining drill laser on here, and the quantum phase destabilizing beam, and broadsiding barrage. These two consoles here, they boost phaser power, so do these two. And so does this one. And we've got the 3 locators as well, plus the 2-piece Nukara. So, Discovery Day on Alt Lexington's channel. Almost there, create a system. And I think I'll play it at advanced level. Yep. Because normal gets too easy after a while. I think after this we might do a couple of red alerts. But create a system is always a nice easy way to start things off. Here we are. Just back up a little so I don't end up in the sun when I come out. Okay, Tal Shiar. Time for a Vulcan hello. I hope my audio is working fine. It seems to be, but I can't be certain. Right. At least the Enterprise didn't join us. Start clicking off the buffs.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
And you can probably hear my spacebar spamming already.
Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Target shield has failed.
It's not doing too badly today, considering I've only just woke up. Whoa, avoid that warp core breach, or singularity core breach as it is with Romulans. Alright, let's aggro them a little bit, and then pop the console. And as you can see, it's disabled everything, and I'll leave it for 20 seconds. You can deactivate it at any time, but I'd leave it for the full 20 seconds just to see if it gives me a good damage boost.
Target shield has failed.
Which it seems to. Whoa, look at that damage. Mining drill laser.
Right shield failing.
Not bad for beginning of the day. I thought I'd die. Alright, get in range of all of them.
Warning,
so that fire wheel can have maximum effect.
Target shield has failed.
I forgot to use the quantum phase beam, so I misfired it just then. Nicely done. This ship is a most enjoyable craft. It's not going to do as much DPS as it would with a full DPS build, but it does alright for a semi sort of kind of theme build. One moment while I unblock my nose. Excuse me. Always the same when you go on stream, you either need to suddenly burp, fart, or pick your nose. And you forget you're on camera. Okay, so Borg red alert, I suppose. Just give the cooldowns a little time. We'll warp over to that location. Cooldowns a bit more. 40 seconds on that beam, where I probably won't need it straight away. So join Borg incursion queue. I'm going to be assimilated. Yeah, you bet your ass I won't. I might go straight for the tac cube. Just to be an asshole poser.
You will be assimilated.
Oh, will I? Will I be assimilated? Who else we got in here? We've got a nice Romulan temporal ship. Give myself some firepower. Turn slowly. Hit the welly. Target the cube. And totally regret doing so. I wonder where we get a nice Vulcan hello.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Rear shield failing. Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing.
Yeah, that's a nice Vulcan hello. Right there. Lovely. Although it did hit me harder than I expected, but still, that's lovely. Right, we've still got some more killing to do, so let's go over here and get these. Come on, a bit more. There we go.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Not too shabby. That's all 4 groups, battle groups done. Now for Bija. Why is the creator not responding? Because he's dead. We're not immortal. Bit of speed there, which kills my firepower, but that's fine. I wonder if it's worth doing a obfuscation screen. Will people be able to destroy it before I come out of it? Probably. Look, my ship is pretending to be damaged. I'll come out of it now because I don't want to miss the action. And there we go. Brace for impact. Boom! Lovely. Continue exploring. And fleet marks, why not? enjoyable little ship. Alright. I'm going to switch the camera off for about 30 seconds because I need to blow my nose a bit because I'm a bit blocked. Okay, I'm still here though. Alright, we're going to do a folium alert next, I think. Excuse me. Always the same when you come on stream, you think you've sorted yourself out and well, you haven't. Anyway, camera back on if it works. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's go for a folium red alert. I'm eager to unbox my Crossfield Class, but that will come shortly. Cordial, hello. How's it going, mate? I'm doing a bit of discovery play today. The Walker class and the later on the Crossfield class. Not long till the Crossfield class. Are you doing alright? Folium red alert time. Did I join that queue? Yes, I think I did. I wonder if I can get between the two tarantulas and do a obfuscation screen. You never know. But usually... Ah, you're on your Delta Recruit. I made one of them a Romulan engineer. Whoa, hang on. Gotta concentrate. I'm in a tractor beam. Where are those two tarantulas? Whoa, they caught me. Obfuscation screen, come on. There we go. I think my hull was a bit damaged when I set this off. Right between the two tarantulas. Stop the engines for a moment. Target that one. And out we go. Chuck one of them up in case anyone needs it. And give it everything we got. Alright, head down here. Choose the big ship. Shed a bit of fret. I think I came down here a bit too early. Lots and lots of loot from this. Whoops, and I warped out of the system before collecting the rest of the loot. I created a Romulan engineer as a Delta recruit, but I haven't had a chance to play him much. I just got him through the tutorial, basically. He's going to join the KDF side when it's time. I had a Delta recruit left over from the previous event as well, a Klingon tactical. Anyway, let's find another patrol to do for the time being. Nope, that's the Hifar system, that's wrong. It's Japori I wanted to go to. It's a nice little ship, this Walker class. You can get it in the Lobby store. I was opening up boxes trying to get the Crossfield class when suddenly I realised I'd opened so many that I had enough crystals to buy this. But I still continued opening up boxes to try and get these sensor-linked weapons. And I eventually managed to get the Crossfield by chance. Certainly did pay enough for it. Must have opened about 700 boxes, which is unlike me. I don't normally go that many. But I really wanted that Discovery class. Come on, Japori. Where are you? Am I taking too long? Oh, no, I can go slow. I'm not exactly sure how to build the Crossfield when I unbox it. Yeah, you have to be willing to spend to open up boxes. Otherwise, it's just not worth it if you don't get a ship. Although some of the weapons can be quite good, and they're account bound and not character bound. So you can transfer them over to your other characters as well and transfer them back and forth. Or you can just get them on the exchange a bit easier. And with re-engineering now, you can get the mods you want with them. Come on, Norsicans in Japori. Play Domjot Human. Play Domjot, stab Picard through the heart. The Crossfield is a science vessel, but I don't have any exotic skills in my skill tree, and I'm not going to pay to reskill, so I doubt I'd be building it as a science ship. I'll probably just have fun with it during mastery. Continue. Right, no Enterprise, that's good. Got pets that hit harder than the Enterprise on other ships. Right, let's give the Nauticans a Vulcan hello. Nice slow roll in. Wait till we're about 12 kilometers, then hit the keybind. Broadside them a bit.
Right shield failing.
Had to go without science team in order to fit on the obfuscation screen.
Target shield has failed.
Now, obfuscation screen. Let's see, fake them out with a bit of disabled looking ship. Let's target one, keep target on this one, is probably the tank one. 4 seconds to go. And hit engines, and hopefully I've got the damage boost. Takes a few seconds to kick in, I think. Nice, there we go. Yes, I was thinking of putting a few torps on the Discovery because it has that console that helps with, that launches torps anyway. I don't know if you need to actually put torps on your ship for that console to work. I won't know until I unbox. Nope, I'm not departing system because I've got a lot of loot to pick up. But that was an okay Japuri. That went pretty well. That obfuscation screen worked pretty well against the Borg in Hive Onslaught. I mean, I may have died a lot because it was the elite version, but I would have died a lot more without that console. I still didn't complete it though, the optionals all failed because it was a pug team on an elite let setting. I wonder, is there a normal hive just for the Endeavour? Nope, that never pops. Okay, one last mission in this ship I believe. I'll just wait for the cooldowns a little bit and then I'll do an ISA just for the last mission of this ship until I unbox the Crossfield. Do a little bit of combat log on this one. That's if my combat log works. It gave me a bit of jip last night. Let's make sure I've got enough batteries on for this. 12 batteries, might want a few more on. Loadout's okay. Yep. I always get nervous before an ISA because it's hard. Okay, looks like I'm ready. Anybody wants to jump into that queue, they're welcome to do so. Might take a moment to pop. At least I'm in sector space, which might get me into the map before the match actually starts. Got a new cheap keyboard because my old one crapped out on me. 4 people so far. Might as well start the parser now. I wonder if I can set up obfuscation screen here and wait it out long enough before and still have some targets left. I don't know. Okay, let's get ready to do an ISA. I think it was 50k last night in this build, so try again. I think I died last night as well in this ship. In the ISA I did then. Okay. We will be assimilated. Everybody got in before me. Huh. Interesting. Alright, who's going first? Come on, Torps, Torps, Torps. Where are ya? Come on, Torps. There we go. Vulcan, hello.
Target shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing.
Having to concentrate.
Right shield failing. 4 shields failing. Target shields have failed.
You will lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Come on, move ship, move.
Target shields have failed.
We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
Haven't needed miraculous repairs. That's a miracle in itself.
Left shield failing.
Oh, now I have. Still a generator left. Right, time for that fake out. Obfuscation screen. Target the big one. See if I can get the full 20 seconds. And here we go.
You will be Borg.
This is working out quite nice. I lost my pedal to the metal.
4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Wow, that went down quick. I think I had a good D.P.S.er in there somewhere,
Rear shields failing.
but I lost my pedal to the metal towards the end because I failed to activate the engines fully. So, Cordial, did you make it into this one? I'll just pick up my loot before I check the meter. We're in the same, are we? Which is your ship? Come on, loot. Captain needs to get his loot for salvage operations. You're in the Eclipse. Ah, the Intel ship. That's a good ship, that one. Before the rebalancing of the game, I put an all common white build on the Eclipse and managed to get 23k with it without dying, which was pretty astounding for all common whites, including bridge officers and everything, and free trades. Okay, let's have a look at the combat meter. Have to analyze. Look at that, 71k, not bad. That's much better than last night. And no death. Nearly 40% attacks in, so I was tanking okay as well. I wasn't going for tanking, but it helps with obfuscation screen. Which one were you, Cordil? Ah, you were at oh, you're Kurt, were you? Ah, that's alright. Not bad at all. This guy and me probably sucked up all the D.P.S. And I wasn't even intending to, but this guy obviously helped me suck up some of the D.P.S. at least. Ah, you're in a single target build. Yeah, sometimes they can go a bit wonky, can't they? Especially if everything is spread all over the map. Anyway, I think it's time to unbox that Discovery ship. So I'm going to go back to Earth Space Dock. Unbox the Discovery, the Crossfield Class. Give it a shot. I'm not expecting miracles from it. From what I've heard people say, it's not one of the top hitting ships in game. You know what I like in ISA? When someone comes in with a nice grav wheel and groups up the spheres at just the right location. It's not an easy skill to master, grouping up those spheres just right. Sometimes you end up grouping them too close to the gate, or you just miss them before they get their nanite heal thing going. At least we didn't have someone jump across to the right side before it was time, which usually happens. Okay, I just want to check how many ships I've got, if I've got any active ship slots. I've got one active slot. I'd like to have two, so I can put the Crossfield in one of them and have a spare. So that means I need to dry dock a ship. Let's see if I've got any dry dock space. Yep. Question is, what ship do I want to dry dock? It's hard to know. I think I'll dry dock the Malon ship. It's a good ship, but I can always pull it out of dry dock at a later date. Actually, I'll get rid of all this crap first. So that I can have, so that I don't accidentally delete any weapons on that Malon ship. That's quite a lot of loot for only being online for 45 minutes. Salvage, salvage, discard, salvage, open, open, open. Now I can safely... I have all 60 ship slots open. That's the most you can have, the most the game allows. Right, we can dry dock this Malon battle cruiser. I called it the Vihar because of that creature that is supposed to live on board, the Malon myth. Yeah, I'm a bit of a ship collector, or I was for a long time. Now I'm going to find places to put all this crap. Stuff that I want to save. If I can get the inventory to not lag. Yep, inventory's lagging a little. Usually does when I first start up a stream. Just dump all this stuff on any other ship that I can find. I lost a fully upgraded agony phaser because of this lag once. Come on, inventory. Temporal ships, do you mean the 29th century ones? Because I found them pretty good. I've only got one of them, the Cronus class. And it was pretty damn good. One of the better ships in game, actually. I need to find empty slots to put these weapons in. The 27th century ships are so-so, but the 29th century ones are good. Is it 29th or is it 31st? I think it's 31st century actually. I think we've got the 27th century ships that can wear the original series skin. The Enterprise J is a 29th century, and then the Cronus class and its sister ships are 31st century, I believe. Okay, so now I've got 2 active ship slots. I can unbox the Discovery. Just step out the way for a minute. Here we go. There it is, the Crossfield Class. I'm excited. Excuse me. Right, let's give it a name. Well, it was designed to develop a weapon that could win the Klingon War. So I was going to call it U.S.S. Critical, but I think I'll call it U.S.S. Hopeful, maybe? As it's the hope of winning the war. Best hope. Last hope. New hope. Hopeful. Sounds good to me. What do you think? Shall I name it Hopeful? Ah, the other ones. Before I rename that, let me just have a look at the other ones. I've got them somewhere. Oh no, I better rename this one first. I think Hopeful might be a good name for it. Has Hopeful got 2 L's or 1? 2 L's. I believe it's got 2 L's, because if I name it wrong I'm going to have to pay to rename it later. Well, I've got the EC, it's only 3000 EC to rename a ship, I believe. Done. The temporal ships, like this one, the Fleet Temporal Science Vessel, it looks a little different because I've put the old series skin on it, but it's a lovely little ship. It's not very weapons powerful, although it's powerful enough, but it makes a damn good science vessel for those who know how to use science, which is not me. There's the Fleet Temporal Escort. I've got the fleet versions of some of them. And this one's got an original series skin on it as well. And this is a lovely little cannon boat. Really fast little ship. You can zip about shooting cannons like crazy. There's the Temporal Battle Cruiser. It's an okay, good solid ship. I haven't really used it that much. And there's one more I've got somewhere. The big ass engineering Temporal Cruiser. This is not the fleet version. This is a massive ship, and but it is quite powerful and enjoyable to fly. I've enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, let's get back to the Crossfield, if I can find where I put it, where it's gone in here. What did I call it? Hopeful? Hopeful. There it is. Ready Starship. Okay, now I can put my preliminary build on it to see and make changes when I go into space. I haven't planned what build I'm going to put on it, but I have a general idea. Just make sure my inventory is nice and empty, because building a ship usually makes a mess in my inventory. First things first, get rid of all this junk. Yep, the devs put some nice default gear on your ship when you first get it, so that you've got at least something to make a start with, and it also shows you what your ship can handle as a loadout. So I'll just discard all these, because you can't salvage default gear. And when you salvage them, you don't get nothing for them. But at least it gives you an idea of what the ship can, what gear the ship can use. Okay, I'll put my standard build on it at first. Terran Deflector and Terran Warp Core. Where's the Warp Core? Whoops, there it is. That's for defense. Did I get that wrong? No. Then it's the Nukara engines. If I can find them. There they are. And Nukara shield. From the Nukara reputation. Optical options. Does it have optical options? Does what? The one of the temporal ships? I'm not sure what you mean. Now, science deflector. I think I don't know which one to put on. Either inhibiting delayed radiation to target of science buff control abilities, or radiation dot of science. I think the strategic deteriorating deflector. I've only got 2 to choose from, so I'll put that one on. I'm going to put on a phaser build. So quantum phase beam array. Quantum phase torpedo. And the quantum phase console. It's a nice 3-piece set. And the prolonged phaser, if I can find it. Where did I put that thing? Where is it? Where did it go? I can't see it. Maybe it only goes on the front of a ship. Does the Discovery have optical options? You mean, does it have a costume it can wear? I don't think so. I think you have to keep it as its Discovery, but you can put on a nice paint job. Where the hell is my prolonged... There it is. I think I'll put that on the back. On that side. Put the ball kinetic cutting beam in the middle. And then some sensor linked phasers. If I can find them again. There's one. There's another. Oh, that one's the same one as the one that was up there. Okay, this console is not part of a set. It's the Mycelian Ambush. Let's see what it does. When this console power is activated, your starship's weapons will be temporarily disabled as your ship instantaneously moves forwards to a destination some distance from your current position. Upon arrival at your destination, a pulse of energy is discharged, impeding the engines of nearby ships while enhancing your own starship's weapons for a brief period. After a few seconds, multiple payloads of torpedoes are released, and your starship's weapons are briefly disabled again in order to instantaneously move backwards to your original position. So it's a zip forward and a zip back after unloading a bunch of damage. So that's the Lorca maneuver, as in Captain Lorca of the Discovery. And it's buffed by control effects, which I don't really have on this character. but I do have the weapons. Anyway, we'll disable the visuals on these items. Give it one of them, temporal negotiator and red matter, and put some batteries in here. Got some here. Come on, inventory, you're lagging. Come on, inventory. Oh, the wrong type of batteries there, so put them on there. As for bridge officers, well, traits, we don't want that Vulcan hello on this ship. Instead, I'm going to go with a pretty standard one if I can find it. Where is it? I'm looking for numerical superiority. There it is. So for my traits, I've got superior beam training, beam barrage, projectile training, inspirational leader, fluidic cocoon, nadion bypass because I'm an engineer, inoculus for crit severity and minus threat generation, fleet coordinator, and operative. And for these, I've got emergency weapon cycle, pedal to the metals, supremacy, supercharged weapons, numerical superiority. And down here, advanced targeting systems, precision, tactical advantage, enhanced armor penetration, and automated proto-matter conduits. All from the reputations. For skills, I've gone tactical ultimate, and I haven't got any exotics which a science ship should really have. That's why I'm not going for a science build per se. Strategist as secondary specialization and intel as primary, and they're both maxed out. And I never put these on. These were automatically loaded by the game, so I might have to alter them a little. It depends on what they are. So we've got 4 science seats, and that's good as it is. Gravity well free. That's nice. I'm going to switch Omega out for fire at will. And I'm going to put Beta in here. And change Beta up here for torpedo spread. And change this one for chemosite. So I've got, it's an Intel Tempop ship, and I'm not using any of those abilities. I don't need 2 engineering teams, so this one can become an Intel ability. I just have to make sure my officers are the right kind of specialization. So my engineer Yompa with his pirate trait can become a Intel officer. That way I can put on override subsystem safeties. Sulu can become he's a Romulan with, no, hang on a minute, Sulu is a Romulan with superior Romulan operative. I'll make him a temporal operative, although I won't be using a temporal ability here just yet. I think Chemosite is more valuable for now. Chekhov is a superior Romulan as well, and I'll also make him a Tempop, even though he's not in a Tempop seat. Sally can be replaced by holographic Uhura because she has an extra trait, and she needs engineering team. And holographic Uhura, she has leadership and technician, and she can be an intel operative. And Fat Git, he is a hierarchy, and his traits are efficient and pirate, and he can be his default of intel. So that's the officers done. I didn't even need to retrain anything. The rest I'll wait till I'm in space to put on there. Oh, duty officers. I almost forgot. Well, on the ground, for a ground officer, we've got this one that works in both space and ground because it says so here. So I don't know how a ground officer can work on a space map. You must be standing on the hull of your ship pointing a gun up at the enemy or something. And then we've got the other space ones. We've got crit chance, that's good. Stacking crit chance, stacking crit severity, that's good. We're not using directed energy modulation, so this officer would be useless here. So we'll remove her. We've got 2 damage control engineers and this guy who gives buffs based on batteries activated. So that leaves 1 more space, and I know who I can put in there. Double damage versus Borg maybe? Or a science officer for gravity well. I think I'll go with the gravity well science officer. Chance for gravity well to knock engines offline? No, not that one. I want second gravity well if I've got it. Where would that be? Turn rate, recharge time reduced, chance for blockade, charge particle. I'm not even sure if I want to go with gravity well, to be honest. Because it's not going to do much on this ship without science, without exotic abilities. Chance to create aftershock after gravity well, that might be a good one. Yeah, we'll put that one on for now and then we'll decide whether... Actually, let's just see if he's got any other abilities that can go there that are better. Photonic Shockwave, Tychon's Rift, Viral Matrix. I don't think any of them are any good really. I'm not a science guy so I wouldn't really know, but I think I'll have to stick with gravity well. So that means chance to create an aftershock after gravity well. I haven't got one that generates a second gravity well. So, yeah, I'll go with that one. Now, before I go out into space and put on the rest of my consoles, I will put those batteries away on other ships so they're out of the way of my inventory in case I want to fill it up with loot. Put those batteries out the way on another ship. I can find one that's got empty slots. Let's just check, make sure I've disabled all the visuals. Yep, now we go and visit the Starship Taylor. Customized Starship. I'm not keen on this space dock Taylor because you need a spotlight in order to see the ship better, and it always seems dark to me in this Taylor. So we've got Crossfield. The interior of the ship, well, you don't get a custom bridge with this ship, I don't believe. Let's just go through them and see if we can find one. Ooh, what's that? I haven't seen that before. I'm not paying for ones. I don't want to use the Constitution on this ship. Yeah, I haven't used that one before, Wanderer. And it looks pretty good to me. I think Explorer. And the layout will be small because I don't like running around my ship too much. We haven't got any optionals for... Ah! Well, before we change these, let's put on some place... No, hang on a minute, I'm getting this wrong. Discovery, NX, NX refit, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's nice. 7, ooh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 7. That might be a good one to use. Advanced, I like to go with Corvus usually. I'll give that a try at first. And my fleet logo. Hang on a minute. You can't put your fleet logo on this. That's odd. Normally you get an option to go with a fleet logo. Now let's change the colour. And I don't see the colours changing. Ah, there we go. I don't like this hull pattern now because it's not giving me many options for the colours. I like to be able to see a colourful ship. 6 might be better. It's a bit dull. Let's see, can we brighten it up with a bit of blue maybe? No, green's horrible. Always hard to decide. That looks a bit too much like a flag, like the American or the British flag. I wonder, hull, what does that change? Saucer, let's have a look at the saucer. I wish when you moused over these they would change. Instead of having to click on each one. Ooh, Centaurus is nice. Gives a nice little rim around the edge. Columbia. Cygnus, they all look the same. Andromeda's okay. Block 1. Block 2. Good names. Cassiopeia. They're all looking pretty much the same to me. Gemini. Lassiter. Leo. Oh, that's better. Lyra. Orion. Sagittarius. Virgo. I think Leo was a good one. I might go with Leo on all of them then. Ooh, I don't like that. For the hull. That's a bit better. I don't want it to look too much like a boy racer. Ah, that's even better, Columbia. Gotta make sure I'm not skipping over any. Sorry, this may take a moment. Interesting. Orion. I think I found one back here. Centaurus. But inner ring can change colour as well. And outer ring. Wouldn't that be part of the saucer? Ah, I see. I think this is good enough. Let's see, see if we can change the colour and make it a bit better. Ooh, that looks ugly. At some point you just have to say what the hell and go with it. So, what the hell, I'm going with this. Oh, thank you for the host, Ethan Matthew Hunt. That was very nice of you. I'm new to Twitch, so I'm not sure what half of this means, but thank you anyway. Okay, so that's the outfit chosen. Actually, did I save it? You should always save an outfit. You can't trust the game to remember the outfit, but gotta save it anyway. Now let's just have a look, see if it looks any better on any other material. No. Right, crack a bottle on the hull. We're going to launch for its maiden cruise to the edge of the solar system, where I can put on my consoles. First time in space. There she is. Ah, and the pattern's turned out quite well. It does look a bit flaggish, like the American flag or the British flag, which I don't really like when things look like flags. But not bad. Looks like somebody's painted its hull with lipstick. So, set the power levels. We're going to go full weapons. Not flying this ship. The Discovery. I've only just got it, mate. Ghost. This is its first time in space. Right, full auxiliary. So full weapons followed by as much auxiliary as I can squeeze in there. Oh yeah, it is a terrible design of a ship. I mean, look at those delta wings, they're bloody awful. And the nacelles are too long. And a good torpedo barrage could make the middle pop out. But Star Trek had to take a different route with its new series anyway, so we'll give it a shot. Save those power levels. Oh, the weapons aren't that powerful without consoles at the moment, but so it's maiden cruise to the edge of the solar system so I can get away from all the people, because they might have team buffs on. So when I look at my stats, they won't be truly representative of the ship without team buffs. Star Trek had to go a different way. It couldn't keep that soap opera-y thing that the Next Generation was doing forever. All those interpersonal relations instead of phaser blasting. Right, off to the edge of the map. It's funny how I came out in Instance 1. I very rarely get into Instance 1 when I just pop out of Space Dock. It's probably because I'm in the Discovery and they want people to see it. Right, we'll stop here, just outside the sun so I can get a good look. I don't even call the Discovery Star Trek because it's just an insult to the name. Yeah, add a series into the prime timeline 10 years before TOS and then ditch all canon, add tech that shouldn't exist at that. I kind of agree that Star Trek Discovery, it's not traditional Star Trek. I mean, in traditional Trek, the ship is supposed to be the star of the show. But in Discovery, it's that Burnham character that's the star of the show. And I don't even like her. She's a traitor. Ah, it's looking good here. So, I will get my toolbars ready for the keybind. And I will remove all this to start again later. For all we know, it might turn out to be an alternate timeline. Well, if you don't like Discovery, imagine what Quentin Tarantino is going to do to the next movie. Probably full of swears and blood and guts fight scenes. Right, I'm going to remove all this because it's just in the wrong places. Wouldn't it be funny if I took this ship out into a battle and it blew up on its maiden voyage, which it probably will. Knowing my luck. Especially with trying to get this ship. Ooh, I've got to put my consoles on first. So, let's have a look. I'm not even sure where I'm going to keep this console, whether it's going to be there, there or there, but I'm going to leave it on for now. Look at my stats. We got 66 holes so far. Nice shielding. Could be better. Resistances need a bit of boosting. The crits always need boosting. The speed is terrible. Speed and turn rate is awful. But the drains are awesome. Okay, so I think I'm going to need some armor. Let's see what the mastery will give me. 15% to exotic abilities. Well, that's useless to me. 10% shields. We've already got fairly good shields, so that'll push them right up. Although shields can be drained so easily. Improves hull and shield healing. Shield regeneration. And black alert. Duplicates attack target with torpedo spread. Duplicates attack the target with torpedo spread. Right, I think I'm gonna have to put some major armory on this, and some flight speed, so that'll boost armor and shields. There we go, shield now at 15 and resistance is a bit higher. If I put on bioneural and tachyokinetic, that gives me a bit of extra control and resistance and shield drain, and a bit of extra speed and turn rate, and boost my crits up. And I put on Polaric for now because I'm a bit weary about this ship being so slow. So put on Polaric. That's given me a bit better speed and turn rate, but still not brilliant. And phaser locators, if I can find them. I know I've got them somewhere. There's one. This should boost up my crits. Now the question is what to put in the next console slot. Well, since I'm doing Mastery and my resistances seem a bit low, I'm going to put on something that helps with resistances to try and prevent myself from blowing up as much during Mastery. And that would be... where is it? That's not universal, neither is that, so... I'm looking for Bounty Hunter's Friend, but I think that's an engineering console. Oh no, it's universal. Whoops. That boosts my resistances up a bit. So that's from Ragnarok. That's from Delta Flight episodes. Lobby Store. Can't remember where the Quantum Phase one comes from, but everybody should know that, because it comes from the same as the weapons, same episode. And these from the Spire, and this from the ship itself. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat as much as I need to. Oh, okay, Ghost, if you don't want to watch, that's fine. Have a good day, Ghost. Right, but remember, Star Trek teaches tolerance. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good build so far. Well, I wouldn't say good, but I'd say suitable for Mastery. Hear my neighbours shouting. Yeah, I think this is good enough for now. So I put on my tools. Quantum Singular. Anti-time, sorry. Attack pattern beta. I think would go there. Batteries there. No, attack pattern beta down one more. Fire at will there. Bionaural. Brace for impact. Delta reinforcements. Sensor platform. Diversionary tactics, emergency power to weapons, engineering fleet, engineering team, E.P.S power transfer, evasive maneuvers, fleet support, focused frenzy, gravity. Well, I'll put that there for now because I'm not sure where I'm going to plonk it, so I'll just put it out the way for now. Hazard emitters, intel can also go there for now. Chemosite, the Lorca maneuver can go there for now. Miraculous repairs, Nadion inversion, override subsystem safeties, quantum phase, quantum singularity, oops, that's red matter, Tetrion, cascade, the shield polarity, refrequent shield emitters, science team, that was another one that can go there for now. Tactical team, I like to have that in 2 places. Temporal negotiator, that one can go with it. Torpedo spread and warp core. I just realised I only put one phaser boosting main console on it. I didn't put the dynamic 2-piece on, or the other 2-piece from the command ships, but that's okay. So the special ability of this ship can go here, and then these 4, these 3 can go there. Now I put on the stuff that doesn't need putting on, I just put it on for peace of mind. Such as, where are we? Slipstream. Full impulse. Where's the weapons? Hang on, let me make sure I'm not missing any. Cutting beam. Hang on, where would that go? There's 7 weapons, so cutting beam would be number 6. There's some phasers. These are sensor linked by looks of things, so that may be number 2. No, that's number 7. Quantum phase and quantum torpedo. That looks good. Now for me shieldings. None of these technically, anything from tray 4 upward to tray 5 and 6 doesn't need to actually be put on. I just do anyway, because it gives me peace of mind to know that they're there, even though I never actually use them. It's something I did when I first joined the game, and old habits die hard. That was threatening stance. Next it's ramming speed, if I can find it. There it is. And Nimbus Pirate. Yep, threatening stance to taunt the enemy, ramming speed to smack them, and Nimbus Pirate to heal yourself afterwards. Ouch. Itch. What are we looking for? Fireworks and Azor cool trade freighter, and up here we'll put in data recorder. Where's the other one? Data receiver. Coded data receiver, diplomatic immunity wherever that is, and my pets, my non-combat pets. And I wonder, have I got any space for smileys down here? Yes, I do. So Starship emotes, I can give it a, actually, a thumbs up there, put the look maneuver down there, and the smiley face there. I wouldn't want to go into threatening stance on this ship, but I'll move it down there anyway. Just for the sake of it. My other smileys can go here, like sad face, thumbs down, and rock, paper, scissors. I believe that's everything. Let me just go through it one more time to see. So look, I'm not missing anything that I normally put on. I don't need to put these on because they're already down here. And I never used subsystem targeting anyway. I've got Jovenite, but I'm not going to use it. I haven't used it since I got it because I find them hard to get hold of, and I'm waiting for an appropriate time to use them. Sensor analysis is already up here. Yep. That's it. Now a little bit of a HUD rearrangement. Rearrange HUD. Move that along a bit. Move that along a bit. And that. And move this down here. That looks okay. So now I save the loadout. Standard, where I put a build that I know works on most ships. And unstandard, so I can experiment and still have standard to go back to if my experiment goes wrong. But for now I'll save the build in both slots. I like to save it several times just to make sure that it actually does save, though it never really does. Save it several times. Okay, we're ready. We're done. Now, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, bathroom break, before I go any further. So, be right back in about 2 minutes. See you then. Okay, I'm back. I think I'll start off with a Borg red alert. Something nice and easy just to ease this ship into things. If you want to try and get into the same Borg alert as me, you're welcome to do so. But the chances are slim because that queue pops a lot, so there's a lot of instances you could find yourself in. Remember, there's a 30-second delay on the stream from when I queue to when you see it. Just get comfortable. My captain's chair is a bit squeaky. I'll just make sure my audio's back since I muted. Yep, my audio is back on. That's good. Okay, I'm ready to queue now and see what this ship does in its first ever battle. Or should I fly it around for a moment just to... screw it, straight into Borg red alert. Where is it? Borg red alert. There it is. I'm not going to bother combat metering it for the first time out because there's no point in doing that until I go to an ISA at some point, if I do, but that would be after mastery. What are my weapons doing? They're not very strong. 1939, that's not very strong. I would have preferred them up into the 2000 range, but 2100, 2200 is what I'd normally put on a D.P.S build, but this isn't a D.P.S build. This is just a mastery build. Anyway, I'm queued for Borg red alert. Let's see if this thing pops at some point. This well, we've had our maiden flight to the edge of the solar system. Now we're having a maiden battle. First time in battle. Wow, this could be disastrous. Okay, the queue's popped. Mastery beginning. Lovely. Right, let's try and find a nice cube. I think I'll go up to that one. Zoom out a bit. I'm not going to try any of the consoles or special abilities, I just want to get a feel for this ship first.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed. Rear shield failing. 4 shields failing.
Wow, my shields are going down.
Shields failing.
Shields failing all over the shop.
From this time forward,
Whoa, what is that effect?
to service ours.
What was that effect? What's those down there? I wonder if a Lorca maneuver might work here actually. Bit closer though.
Warning.
Nope,
Ship
too
is
late.
under attack.
Somebody's D.P.S'd it all. Which is fine. I often do it myself.
Resistance detected. New matrix 0047. 9 of 10. Engaging now. You
Target shields have failed.
Yeah, there's a good DPSer in here somewhere. Someone with very respectable DPS in here, not me. But, well, at least we survived our first flight, so it wasn't too embarrassing. And never click exit to sector, because you'll find yourself in a different location to where you began. Always use leave map. And then you'll end up right back where you were. Back in Earth's solar system. So we didn't get to do that Lorca maneuver, but I wasn't planning to anyway. I just thought I'd give it a shot, but everything was dead before I got the chance to, but that's fine. That's the way it goes. Let's see. How much mastery did that give me? Only 3,000, but well, mastery is a slow process. So now let's try a Folian Red Alert. And I must remember that my shields are very squishy at this moment, but the mastery should take care of that at some point. Because the mastery has 10% shield hit points. And let's not forget my shields are fairly good already as they are. Although they seem to go down pretty quick. Maybe the Borg hit me with one of their shield draining beams. So now I'm going to queue for a Folian Red Alert. Okay, queued. Let's see what it does in Folian. Although I'm still on cooldown for a couple of things, but they might clear up pretty quick. Just check my loadout, make sure it's still saved. Look, unsaved changes. How the hell did that happen? I didn't make no changes. Maybe it's because I used up one battery. But that's silly if devices count as changes. Consumable devices. Anyway, Folian Red Alert. I'm so excited to have this ship. It cost me a fortune to get it in keys and lockbox openings. But I'm a bit of a ship collector, so Well, I didn't get any torpedoes off that time. Getting a nice bit of haste there.
Target shield has failed.
And it survived that breach okay.
4 shields failing.
My shields are going down fast. Let's see if we can get a grab well going off on something. My grab well isn't going to be great on this because I don't have any exotic skills in my skill tree.
Target shield has failed.
Ah, we got a good DPSer in here as well by the looks of things. Did I just get caught in the web?
Target shield has failed.
We still got a big ship here. Wow. Looks like I've chosen to do my mastery at just the right time. Continue exploring. Captain's got to get his loot. Even if it's just a lockbox, because they might be worth something in months to come. You never know. Well, I don't have a target at the moment for the Lorca maneuver, but I just want to see what it does. If it does anything. So, there goes.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Well, that was something.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Whoa! Now that's something interesting. Let's have a read. Teleport plus weapons buff, then teleport with torpedo salvo. Wow. Leave map. That looked interesting. A bit of spore driving going on there. I love a good looking ship. I don't really care if it's full on DPS as long as it looks good. I mean, I like the DPS chase thing, but I prefer a good looking ship. I'd gladly sacrifice 20-30k for a good looking ship. One that survives and is good for playing episodes. Okay, I'm going to do some system patrols now. Just to kick this mastery in the butt. Unless there's a starbase. No, I'm not going to do a starbase 24. I don't think this ship would survive it. And I want to look good. I don't want to look like I'm blowing up all the time. So I'll do some advanced patrols. We'll start with a Korea system as usual, and then a Japuri, Beta Forador. I can't remember the name of the next one. We'll figure it out along the way. Hang on, bit of an itch. Oh, pull a muscle. Right. Ow, I just pulled a muscle. Give me a moment. Whew. Hang on, Starship emotes. Happy face. Thumbs up. And rock, paper, scissors. I love those things. I've got one on another character that does the Vulcan live long and prosper gesture. Pity I didn't get that one for this character, but one day I'll find it on the exchange or somewhere. Anyway, just check how much mastery that gave me. Hang on a minute, wasn't it? Ah, we're almost at tier 2, we've done tier 1 now, so we've got the plus 15% exotic damage. Even though I've got no exotic skill in my skill tree, so it won't really mean much to me. I'm just going to make sure this loadout is okay. Yeah, it is. Ooh, I've got a nice console there, I'm going to save that one. And get rid of the rest of this junk. And now let's head to Korea. Now we are still on advanced, yes, that's good. Because normal would be too easy, there's no risk of blowing up on normal. And that would be too easy. Now I heard something about going into transwarp on this. Does it have an animation? Sorry, not transwarp, quantum slipstream? I don't think so, I think that's only on transwarp. Let's have a look. Yes, I think its special animation is only on transwarp. But still, it looks good in quantum slipstream. To be honest, I didn't like the look of this ship when they first made the TV series. But having it in game now, after so much effort to try and get hold of this ship, it's growing on me. I mean, it's like an aeroplane known as the Vulcan, with extra bits added on. Or maybe the Flying Wing. And it looks like in an emergency it'd probably eject the central section. Shuttle bay is huge. The impulse design is nice. The look of the engines, the way they're kind of moulded into the hull. And my slipstream didn't last for very long. I like the buzzard collectors, or ram scoops, or whatever you want to call them. Tiny little deflector. You'd think a science ship would have a deflector as its feature. Oh, I started some of the mastery, mate, Cordell. I did a Borg red alert and a Folian red alert. Now I'm going on to do some patrols. Starting with a Korea, advanced difficulty, of course. So, I haven't tried the Lorca maneuver in combat yet, but I did press the button just to see what it does. Here we are at Korea. Let's hope I'm not still on cooldown from my previous play of this today. Let me just get myself a bit more comfortable. And I hope to God, if the Enterprise turns up, I'm warping out and then warping back in. Because I've got pets that could kick the shit out of the Enterprise. No Enterprise? Oh, that's a nice shot. Get some good screenshots of this. Actually, I should really take a few screenshots. I just hope the screenshot works while while I'm streaming video. Anyway, big ass Romulan warbird. Let's see what we can do. I'll try and grav well it a bit. That will boost grav well, so will that. And
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
straight to pieces. Oh, I'm feeling the pinch. Oh, overshot that one a bit. Come on, Torps, where are you? There you are. I needed miraculous repairs there. Not too shabby. Little bit squishy. Right, let's try a Lorca maneuver on this one. No, yep.
Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
Ooh, it looks like I might die.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Kind of cheat there with anti-time.
Rear shield failing.
Lower my threat level to get out those tractor beams. I don't know if that works or not, but it's worth a try. Nice torpedo spread. Wow. So it can survive an advanced patrol before its mastery is even anywhere near complete. I came close to dying in that, actually. Whoa! What's it doing? Its Lorca maneuver must have run out. Wonder why it's got a gap in the hull there. And another one there. Oh, vents. Anyway, on to Japuri. We'll see what that did for mastery. Whoops. Make sure the loadout still saves, because I don't trust the loadouts in this game. They never seem to save properly. Mastery is... Ah, we've completed tier 2 now, so we've got the shield hit points. Next it will be hull and shield healing abilities. So on to Japuri. Well, I didn't like the design of it first, but after taking so much trouble to get it, it started to grow on me, just like the Miracle Worker ships. Ugly at first, but until you own it, and then suddenly it starts looking good. I hope the combat isn't too loud to drown out my voice. I hope my audio levels are good enough. If I need to turn the game up a little bit, I can. Nice slow roll out to Japuri. See the bridge dome in there? And if you zoom in close enough, I believe you can see a tiny little bit of detail of the bridge itself. Although I'm not sure, I haven't zoomed in that much. There's Japori. Play dumb jot human. Enterprise? No? No? Good. Right. Go for the big one first as usual. Wonder if I did a Lorca maneuver now.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Ah, yeah, it launched those Lorca torpedoes. Can't wait till I get the trait and I can see the black alert. I think I misfired gravity well.
Target shield has failed.
Those shield hit points are making a difference. Oh, the torpedoes go out the side almost. Always go for the stingers first, because they push you out of combat.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
More interested in loot than combat. Oops, I pressed the miraculous repairs by mistake, because
Shield has failed.
I thought I was dying because I wasn't paying attention. But I wasn't, so
Shield failing.
that wasted miraculous repairs. Too busy concentrating on picking up loot. Stingers, where are they?
Target shield has failed.
Gravity well them stingers up. Ah, I can hear the firing cycle haste now as well. Oh, what is that? What is that thing? That's not the trait, because we haven't got that yet. And it's not the Lorca console, unless... I have no idea. It must be just an animation specific to this ship. Okay, we've got all our loot. On to Beta Forador. Fighting the Klingons, which is a bit harder. Unless you can get behind them, then you can just nuke them. But it's hard to get behind them because they're so fast. What did that do to my mastery? Well, on our way to tier 3. Beta Forador. Well, I'm enjoying the ship so far. It's feeling like it handles well. It's a bit early to say, but it's feeling like it's handling well, and everything's responding properly. The only bad things are my mistakes, not the ships. So it's proving to be fun so far. I'm starting to enjoy it actually. Past the Azure Nebula, which I call the bathtub because it's full of Folian spiders and it's got a big rift in it that acts like the the drain for them. Whenever you go in there and do a red alert, you need a big boot console to squish them with. Here we are, Beta Forador. And you stay away, Enterprise. You're not wanted. I don't want Enterprise stealing my glory with its useless bloody firepower and its massive gravity well. Oh, it's taking a while to load this one. This might be the one where I die. But the Tier 2 Mastery of 10% shield hit points worked very well. Or seemed to be doing something, improving my survivability a bit. What is that? Sometimes that hits me when I warp into a mission like this. And there's the Enterprise. Oh, Captain Sean in the Enterprise.
Looks like you could use some help.
No, I couldn't. You deal with that by yourself. I'll take the next one. Yeah, let him do that by himself and I'll take the next one. Oh, Captain Sean. Bit of outdate. Right, try again. Looks like you could use some help. Really? Does it look that bad? Yep, no Enterprise this time. That's good. Oh, time for a screenshot. There we go. And today is a good day to die for the Klingons. Yes, I'll give them an honourable death.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Well, my quantum phase didn't go off by the looks of things, or unless I missed it. Waltzing over the Klingon ship.
More shields failing.
Oh, a bit of emergency healing going on.
Shields have failed.
Come on, in you go. There we are. Torpedo spread going after the fighters.
Shields have failed.
Should have really hit gravity well after sensor scan. I think that gravity well had an aftershock from one of my duty officers.
Target shields have failed.
Could be mistaken. Something stopped me on my tracks. I think it was lag. Holy crap! I thought there was another battle group. Obviously not. Pick up my loot before I go out. Interesting. I kind of expected this ship to be underwhelming based on what people were saying about it, but it doesn't feel underwhelming to me. I mean, a lot of people who've got this ship have grumbled a little about its performance, but I'm not seeing anything to grumble about. It may not have the D.P.S of some ships. I may find that out when I go into an ISA later, but it's performing quite well. Whether it has less DPS or not, it's performing quite well. So far I'm pleased with my purchase. Okay, we're going to Gamma Iridon. Fight the... Is it the Gorn in Gamma Iridon, or is it the Orions? Whoever it is, they've got acetona simulators, which can be deadly. What did that do for my mastery? Very close to tier 3, 21 points away, so we'll have that before the end of this. And what was tier 3 again? Regeneration. Healing ability, sorry. Gamma Iridon. Captain Sean, you're not wanted. The Enterprise is not needed here. We're doing fine by ourselves. Come on, load. Hello, computer. Load. Maybe I should speak into the mouse. That might get the computer to respond better. Just use the keys. So quaint. It's the Gorn. No Enterprise. And what is that every time I warp into a system? On any ship I'm using. Is it a mine? Right, a Ziggurat battleship. A little bit of cloaking there. Bit of Lorca maneuver.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Fire everything off. Gravity well while we're at it.
Target shield has failed.
And we're back where we were. I like the torpedoes seem to have a wider firing angle for some reason. They're firing almost out the side of the ship.
Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing.
That firing cycle haste really sounds good on these sensor-linked phasers. Come on, turn around for torpedoes. There we go. Shield's going down like crazy.
Target shield has failed.
Haven't seen an acetona simulator yet. Miraculous. Grav well. Can't do a Lorca maneuver, so we hit emergency maneuvers.
Target shield has failed.
I thought this ship wouldn't have any maneuverability, but it's doing really well. But then I do have the Delta Flight console on here, whatever it's called. The Polaric generator. Okay, some nice loot to pick up. I didn't see an acetona simulator in that. There usually is one. Okay, we can leave system. And see what that did for mastery. There's a screenshot. Mastery, mastery, mastery. We've completed tier 3 and we're on to tier 4, which is the reactive shield technology, improved shield regeneration and hardness. Well, wasn't that more or less the same as that half of that one? 5% shield resistance, that's going to be good. I think now we will put on some more batteries. Before we go in and fight the Folians in Archer system. Make sure my loadout unsaved changes again. I haven't changed anything, I've just put consumables on. Archer system for the Folians. Thoroughly enjoyable ship so far. It's not letting me down, which I thought it would, so my expectations were low, but they didn't really need to be. Because it's performing very well. Probably get caught in a web in this. Hopefully I'll have fire at will to break it. Give us the Tux Utat. That is all. Well, the Folians must be building their web because it's taken a long time to load. They must be stuck in web. I'm going to pull their legs off. Enterprise? No? The one place where you might be useful with your gravity well? Still, I'd rather he didn't turn up. Same pattern again. I won't do the Lorca this time. I'll save that until the end. Cloak. Gravwell. And then throw everything else at them. Gravwell, the early ones, is a bit of a wrong mistake. I should really save it for a mob. Hang on. There we go, fire at will. Smash that web. And that was untimely torpedoed by chance. To bring down that sticky web. I'm in a tractor beam, so a bit of armor penetration and sensor scan. Give it another torpedo spread. That was a good timely fire at will. You can't escape the gravity well, not when I've got a subspace vortex. I lost my pedal to the metal just then by hitting the wrong button. Now it's time for a Lorca maneuver. And it overshot, but that's fine. Because it got me out of a tractor beam. Well, it didn't get me out of it, but that's a point. I was in a tractor beam. I hit Lorca maneuver, was still in the same tractor beam, and then teleported back and was still in the same tractor beam. I think teleporting would break tractor beams. Maybe I just wasn't watching closely enough. Maybe I accidentally got caught into 2 tractor beams, or 3. Yep, that's Lorca maneuver running out. Lots of loot. And depart system. Time to check mastery again. Unsaved changes. So, just over halfway through tier 3, getting close to some extra regeneration. So this healing abilities is for your healing clickies, and this is a passive, I think, for shield regeneration, and resistance is a static. Anyway, I think now we're going to go to the Delta Quadrant and try... Is it Argala system? Is that what they call it? And maybe there's an animation with transwarp. We'll find out. Because I heard there was an animation with one of these sector space travelling modes. Let's zoom in a bit first before we try it. There we go. No, just gonna warp out. Hang on. There we go. Spore drive jump. Oh, and you just appeared. Anticlimactical spore drive jump. But still, it's nice to have that in the game. Argala system. Will we be fighting the Kazon, the Hirogen, or the Malon? Who knows? But one thing we do know is the Benthans are there. And it's time to lay down the law. Deputy? I'm a deputy? Wow. Let's go and find Seela and arrest her. Nah, she had to change her heart. Argala system. Shall we give the Benthans a hand? Why not? Let's be charitable to the law. I mean, we know they can't handle anything. Come on, torpedo spread. There we go. Overshot that a bit. Well, I didn't, I just went the wrong way. I tried to avoid that big green mess. And it looks like we're fighting the Malon. Deputized? What are you doing deputized? I don't want to join the army. Whoops, wrong one. Hang on. There we go. Right, torpedo spread, Kima sight, armor penetration,
Warning.
Lorca maneuver. Grab whale while we're at it.
Has failed. 4 shields failing.
And we're back. Out of range. Nice. That's a good safety feature.
Shield failing.
Are we getting a taste of Black Alert? Hello, Melon. You can't dump your crap in this system.
4 shields failing. Target shields have failed.
You get a lot of loot from this system. A lot of useful loot.
Target shields have
Where are your shields gone, Melon? About where my tractor beam engines have gone. And I hit a rock. They tried to push me into a rock. Crush their hull. But yes, these Melon are good with the tractor beam. Oh, and that group got sucked in as well. Into the grab wheel. Subspace vortex.
target shields have failed.
A nice broadside. Not that I've got that broadside console, but the tractor beam is affecting my weapons, I think. Not just my engines, but my weapons as well. Can we do a Lorca on this one? Let's make it a bit closer. Oh no, it could be deadly with that in the way.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Anti-time. Oh, the torpedo spread. And another one. So,
Shields have failed.
the Lorca Maneuver's torpedo spread, I think, followed by my own torpedo spread. Come on, fire. Target it. And Subspace Vortex finished him off. There you go, Benfans. How do you feel about that? You're scared of me now, aren't you? Benfans better let me go, or else I might turn on him. The red laser come from? Let me think. I've got... Ah, that is the Borg kinetic cutting beam, I believe you're referring to. Which is this thing. It comes from the Omega reputation. The Omega reputation. It has a 12-kilometer range, and it does kinetic damage to the enemy, just like a torpedo does. Some torpedoes, I should say. And it's one of the better weapons in game. Or you could be talking about the prolonged entanglement phaser, which increases in power as the enemy weakens. And that came from the Kobayashi Maru event, the weekend store. Weekend event store. Anyway, I'm well into tier 4 now. Or rather, tier 4 is done and I'm well in. Got a chunk out of tier 5, so I'm close to getting that Black Alert, where I get duplicates of my ship. but you'd need beam overload or cannon rapid fire to get that duplicate to work. Or any intel bridge officer. Oh good, I've got an intel ability on here. So I should be able to do a black alert. Yes, I believe you're referring to the kinetic cutting beam. It's sort of reddish, whereas the prolonged is even redder. Whereas this is sort of pinkish red, and it makes a metallic sound. It's very good to have on a build, especially if you pair it with its console and get 500 weapon power cost reduction. Check my loadout. Mastery. All good. Now walk back to the beta quadrant. Let's see if I can get the spore drive going. Here it goes. Spore drive. Right, since we're so close on the mastery, I think we can try a Bork red alert, and if that's not enough, we'll add a Folian red alert to it. So I won't queue for it this time since I'm out in open space. I'll just head there. Whoa! Sport drive just then as well. Yeah, that was a transwarp. Hitting these buttons is a transwarp. Well, that was quick. Alright, I usually like to go up to them too.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing.
Whoa!
Right shield
I think I just soloed 2 Borg cubes in a matter of seconds. How's that for an opening strike? I think we'll head over to this one. Now I would use the Lorca maneuver, but we're too far away. Slow down, and then wait till we're just a little bit in range and see if I can... No, it's too late. All 4 are done. That's the way it goes sometimes. Might try a Lorca maneuver on this one. Just a little bit closer before I do. Here we go, Lorca.
Resistance detected. New matrix 0047. 8 of 10. Engaging now. Dissolve no weapon. Resistance is futile.
Target shield has failed.
Resistance is futile.
Nice. You quite often get a good team in Borg Red Alert because everybody wants to do it for quick marks. To get their dailies done. Okay, that's Borg Red Alert done. See how our mastery did with that one. I think all it will take now is a Folian red alert to get that last few points for black alert. So, Folian. Still got some cooldowns going on, but that's okay. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We are queued for Folian, I believe. I've had it on team chat all this time, so I don't know if anyone's messaged me or not. Ah well, doesn't matter. They'll understand I'm making a video. Here we go. Or take two. Yep. I should have called this ship U.S.S. Spider Spray. Or Harmonic Crystal Cracker. Okay, a bit of a slow start because I'm hoping to do a Lorca maneuver. Can you do it over that distance? Nope. Well, it's worth knowing these things. Hang on a minute, what went on? It's worth knowing that you can't do a Lorca maneuver until you're within a certain amount of range. That's what Mastery's for, to get a feel for the ship. Firing cycle haste really picking up. Oh, and I've lost my fire at will. But fortunately I had a Tetrion. Gravity well. Team. Armor pen came back just in time. Shed threat, more shields. Well, get out of dodge time. Quantums, come on, please. Yes. I got a little shield heal there. Captain's got to get paid. I hate grey loot. Okay, let's see if we can get a Lorca in here. Bit closer, bit closer. There we go. I'm loving this Lorca ability. Doesn't say that I'm online, eh? Good morning, good evening, I mean. I believe I'm on anonymous mode in the game. I've set my team settings to anonymous for the time being. I usually do that because I'm a bit of a solo player. Anyway, that should have completed the ship's mastery. I didn't see the gold circles go around my ship to indicate mastery done. But let's have a look. Not quite. Oh, 803 points off. So I suppose we better do another system patrol. Just to make damn sure that we get this mastery done and get that black alert. Let's have a look. I don't want to do that one because that one kills me. Starbase 234. I like to be a bit more practiced with a ship before I go into that one. And I seem to have done all the other ones that can easily be done. So I'll just repeat a Korea system, I think. I think that's the only thing I can do for now. Take a nice slow roller to Korea, I think. So I can breathe a little. And just perv over the good looks of my ship. Those nacelles are very long. I mean, if you backed into a planet, you'd probably get stuck in it and be able to tow it around. They could put a cargo pod in the middle. I believe it would look good if they moved the nacelles forward a bit. Look better. Made the neck a bit more rounder and thicker and longer. Or taller, sorry. Ah, what the hell. What the hell, hit transwarp for this short little distance because transwarp doesn't seem to last very long on this ship. Or it didn't before I completed the mastery. Before I did any mastery on it. Getting close. Passing New Romulus. And we are at Korea system. Captain Sean, if you turn up, I'm gonna shoot you. Don't like Captain Sean and his Enterprise. Well, I do, but I just don't want him in my patrols. Well, the Tal Shiar must have been caught in the loo because it's taken a long time for them to load. I always knew they were full of shit. Ah, come on, Tal Shiar. With Sealer lagging behind as usual. Gets everything a bit late. Sean? Sean? No? Good. What is that green thing that goes off every time I warp in? No matter what ship I use. Right. Big ass Derridix if I can target it. I like to go for that one first for some reason, I don't know. I'm not going to Lorca straight away.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
That firing cycle haste. And that's mastery complete, so you never know if when I hit my intel ability I might get a black alert. If it works that way. Come on, Lorca, Lorca, Lorca!
Ship is under attack.
Lovely! Big torpedo barrage there, and followed by another one, and a gravity well. That worked out well, even though I wasn't really prepared for what I was doing. You're next, mate. Better zoom out just in case I get one of those intel duplicates pop up. One of those black alert duplicates at some point.
Target shield has failed.
Why do I keep stopping like that? Oh, tractor beams.
Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
I don't see any duplicates yet. I did get the intel ability off, but it might be a chance of getting a duplicate. I don't know if you get one every time. Don't target torpedoes.
Warning, ship is under
Grav well up instead.
target shield has failed.
Come on, Quantums, where are you? Nope, can't get the turning circle. We got two grab wells there. That should be mastery complete. I can depart system straight away because I got me loot. Right, mastery is complete. Ah, that's why we're not getting the black alert. I just realised you have to bloody put the trait on first to get it. And you don't get the trait until mastery is done. So, no matter how many times I fire off the intel ability, I still wouldn't get black alert without the trait slotted. Silly me. That's me getting overexcited because I'm enjoying this ship. Right, I'm going to clear my inventory a little. From all this salvage I got from mastery. All this loot. Give me a moment to do this. I'll be quick. Got some interesting blue items there, which could have been good for a budget build, but I've got so much stuff I wouldn't know where to store it all. I'm a bit of a hoarder of gear. I won't be short on salvage today. Wow, 11,000 dilithium. No, 7,000, sorry. Almost my daily limit, and I mastered up in under 2 hours, was it? Because the first hour was with the Walker class. Right, I'm going to transwarp to Sol System, so I can put on that trait. There we go, Spore Drive. Put on that trait and put on some batteries and see what it can do in an ISA. Its very first. Haha, sent here to Crossfield instead of Crossfire. This is Star Trek, mate. It doesn't get nerdier than that. And I love it because it's so nerdy. Star Trek Online game. So, Crossfield Class. Put on the ship's trait now. Question is, which one will I move? I think maybe numerical superiority is the lesser of all these. Possibly, yep. And now we search for Black Alert. Where is it? Forgot what it looks like, but I'll see it, I'll spot it. Well, thanks for dropping by, gangster player. Always welcome to come back anytime. Black alert, black alert, black alert, black alert. Where are you? Did I go past it? I know you're here somewhere. Is it actually called Black Alert? Where are you? There it is. Black Alert. Let's see the details. A temporary adjustment to the Spore Drive allows temporarily displaced duplicates of your ship to assail the targeted foe with torpedo spreads for a brief period of time. Initiate this sequence by activating Beam Overload, Cannon Rapid Fire, or any Intelligence Bridge Officer ability. Well, I'm hoping Override Subsystem Safeties will trigger it, because that's an Intelligence Bridge Officer ability. This trait has a 25-second lockout period each time it is triggered. Okay. I wonder if that matches cooldowns. Syncs with a cooldown or something. Enhances specific powers. Applies in specific circumstances. For 12 seconds after activating Beam Overload, Cannon Rapid Fire, or any Intel Bridge Officer ability. When damage to foe creates a Spore duplicate. Weapon damage to foe creates a Spore duplicate which attacks foe and up to 2 other foes, dealing 5,000 kinetic damage to each before disappearing. That sounds pretty good. Up to 4 total Spore duplicates may be created, max 1 per 3 seconds. That's not good. So you get a bunch of duplicates which do good damage, but it takes so long for them to appear that it's not good. Because what target lasts 3 seconds in a D.P.S run? Not that I'm doing the D.P.S run. Up to 4 total duplicates, max 1 per freeze. Only one can detect certain things. Only occurs in certain circumstances, meaning if the game makes an error, it won't occur. That's like their insurance policy. If it doesn't work, it's because it's only certain circumstances. No need for a refund. Only affects certain things. Okay, so this has become a kind of theme-ish build now, with both the trait and the console and the sensor linked. I wonder if there's a Omni sensor linked somewhere. You never know. Get some more batteries out so I can do an ISA. It won't be a D.P.S run, but I will run the combat meter. Just out of curiosity to see what this ship does and see if it survives. Well, I've got damn good shielding and resistance. Okay regeneration, so okay hull. It's not the best it could be. My crits are okay for a non-DPS build, and my speed and turn rates is performing better than expected for these numbers. And these are still basically the same, good control resistance and shield drain. I wouldn't say brilliant, but good enough. Anyway, I'm going to visit the bridge because I always like to start an ISA from either a sector space or a ground location. So, first time on my bridge. And you don't get a custom bridge for this ship. You just have to make do with one of the standard ship bridges. Yeah, so mastery done in under 2 hours. Not bad. I went with the Explorer bridge, I think it's called. Sort of like a poor man's Voyager. So we go into team chat. Type in /combat log 1. One last check on the loadout, make sure it's okay. Unsaved changes. That better not have removed my batteries. Zoom in. And Omega Borg Q. Let's get ready. It's always nervous when you go into an ISA for the first time in a new ship. You just know you're going to embarrass yourself and blow up. ISA might take a while to pop. Because it's trying to kill my expectations. That's just fate for you. Kill expectations before you actually go in. Anybody in chat wants to hop onto the queue, you're welcome to do so. I won't be upset or mad or anything. Like that. Come on, come on. Hello, computer. Hello, speaking to the mouse. Well, pop Cycle the Passer in the hope that we're close. Look at that grumpy face. He looks like an agent of yesterday, even though he's not. Well, it did pop, but it's not calling. Ah, here we go. This is nervous and exciting at the same time. Finally, we've made it to an ISA level. Whoops, I can't even target with that thing in my way. Okay, I'm going pretty slowly at first. Bit of armor penetration just to help out.
You will become one with the war.
Didn't get a second torpedo spread there, but that's okay. Nice big scimitar there. Firing cycle hastened. Shields are staying up well. Come on, Lorca. No, maybe. Come on. Yes.
Target shield has failed. Rear shield failing.
My shields are going down like crazy now.
Right shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Left shield failing.
You will be born.
Oh, it's time to get out of dodge.
50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
Ooh, that was so close there. And I've got no heals. This isn't going to be a good run for me. But it wasn't supposed to be anything D.P.S-y. Now I've got to somehow get to the other side without any way of getting there. Nah, it's not going well.
Shields have failed.
Come on, grav well. Oh yeah, evasive maneuvers comes up just when it's not needed, just when it's too late.
Target shield has failed.
Eat quantum. I haven't seen any duplicates yet. But at least I'm still alive. Just. And I hit the wrong button. But it's surviving. Waste of time doing a Lorca here. Come on, where are my duplicates? Fly away quick! / combat meter log thingy. I need more practice with this ship because I kind of mistimed my destroying of the spheres and the moving to the other side. And no need to pick up loot because it's already been shared out. Thank you, team. You didn't get me killed. Neither did I for some reason. And I came so close as well. I must have had a good team with me because that scimitar was doing awesome by the look of things. I enjoyed that. I came so close to dying on my first ISA. Do you know what I just realised? This ship has been through all its mastery and its first ISA and not died. To me, that's a good ship, regardless of what DPS result it gets. And I'm predicting 40, maybe 45. I'd be lucky though because of my mistake. I'd be lucky to get that. I'm hoping for that, but I'd be lucky to get it. I'm very lucky, in fact, because I made the mistake of spending too long attacking the left side spheres before speeding over to the right side, and I hit evasive maneuvers to get out of danger quick instead of going across to the other side. Anyway, bring up the combat meter, hit the analyze button, wait for it to analyze and see what we did. 46k! Well, I was predicting around 40-45, weren't I? So I'm quite pleased. I got within my predicted range. Very nice. 23% of the team, so I was over 20%, so that's good. Because each team member should really do 20% of the work for 100% of the match. 62 max 1 hit, which isn't brilliant, but sorry, you can't expect brilliant. I never get good hits on max 1 hits. 34% crit rating, that's not bad. 30% attacks in, that's better than expected. I thought I'd be down to something like 18-19%. And just over 3 minutes for the match time. I don't know whether that was the scimitar guy, but somebody was doing okay DPS, and that's respectable. That's very respectable. You know what they say, 70k is the new 100k since the rebalancing. Anyway, let's have a look at my power, my spikes. Well, it spiked early, probably the torpedo spread or something. Got a second one, and power levels started to climb a little. Thank you, Supremacy. Ooh, good spike there at the end, but I'm not sure what that would have been. Go into a bit more detail. That's me. Target debuff, not the best, but good enough. Hit rate 99.8%, that's close enough to 100. Only 7 kills? Because I didn't go to the other side of the map quickly enough. Fire at will, not fire at will. Kinetic did well for me. Prolonged quantum phase, torpedo pets, chemosite. The rest is all little bits and bobs. Wrong button. It's that one. Outgoing. Phasers did 22k of the damage. Of that 44k, is it? Or is it 45? Kinetic. Shield. And see what kill shots we got. Well, we don't get the big targets by the looks of things. No, we didn't get any of the big targets. Didn't get the cube, the TAC cube, the gateways, or any of the other cubes, or the generators, or anything. So we got the small, a few small spheres, I suppose. I'm not unhappy. I think I can get this a bit higher with a bit of practice on this ship, learn it a bit better. But I'm fairly happy with that. Pleased. It got within my predicted range. I said beforehand I'd be lucky to get within the 40 to get 40-45k, but surprised me again. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here now that I've done this. It's been a good stream. We played a little bit with the Walker class before doing full mastery and an ISA on the Crossfield class. And the stream has been up for 3 hours 16 minutes, so I'm going to end it here. And I hope it was enjoyable. I'm all talked out. Thank you for watching, people. We had quite a few viewers there for a moment. Well, for me we did. And I'll see you in my next stream, which will be at some random time this week. Bye! Ending stream now.